What is up, YouTube? And today we are going to be taking a look at a new game coming out on the 31st of July. You can start pre-registering right now with my link down below. And that is Mecharashi, a tactical turn-based combat game with a mecha twist. There are tons of early rewards available right now because the game is launching, so you definitely want to make sure that you sign up and pre-register as soon as you can. And by doing so, you will get an exclusive emblem for the game's release that will never be available again. On top of that, when you start playing, you'll see there's a 7-day login event. By logging in for 3 days, you'll get the Pilot 7 for free, which I just got. She is going to be one of the best healers in the game with her different types of abilities that can actually heal your team, and she will be a core part of your early game progression. On the 7th day, you will unlock Naomi, who is going to be a very powerful tactical pilot who is going to do a ton of damage for you as well. On top of that, there's another login event because of the game's release. You'll see that there's a 2-week event, and if you log in for 7 days, you'll get this ST, which is basically the mech that you'll be using with your pilots. That will give you a ton of strength. It's a free S-grade one just by playing Arcus. And if you claim your 2-week reward, you'll also get an exclusive skin at the end of the 2nd week. On top of that, rerolling in this game is super easy. Basically, you just make an account and then you go to recruit after playing the tutorial, and there is going to be a unlimited reroll event banner. You can see that there's an unlimited reset of the recruitment result. So basically, you just summon like I'm doing, and you can basically just keep repeating it as much as you want, which is great, and go for the S pilot of your choice, right? So you can see, rerolling in this game, the devs are not dumb. They know that a lot of people love to reroll in gacha games. So they added this system where you can actually reroll unlimited times on this reroll banner. So you don't have to keep, making accounts and stuff like that. And you can go for the S rank pilot of your choice. Now, you're going to be guaranteed one on every reroll. So you just choose the one that you want and you'll be able to just keep spamming repeat until at the end, if you're satisfied, you press confirm like I do and you will be able to get your pilot. On top of that, you'll get 90 free pulls just by playing as a new player. And you're going to see that the rates in this game are insane. First off, there's a 60 summon or recruitment pity, which is already lower than pretty much every game that I've seen. And you'll also see that there is a 3% chance for an S-grade pilot. So basically the rates are pretty nuts. Definitely a game if you like pulling for waifus or just characters in general that you want to start playing, because one, the designs are amazing in these characters, as you'll see, and the rates are very, very good as well. Now, in terms of the combat, it's very, very interesting. You're going to see that you have pilots and also these STs, the mechs. And the pilots are all going to have specific abilities that you're going to want to utilize. For example, Frida here has this like shotgun attack that actually has extra hit rate and damage. You can even swap this out later on for different skills. And you're also going to notice that when you're choosing your pilots, you will have to mount them on this mech. So for example, I'm on this mech, Boyer, and you're going to see that this mech is going to have, this ST is going to have different types of skills, and it's going to be very important to synergize your ST with your pilot to make sure that you make your best character with pilot combination as possible. And you're going to also notice that in this game that there's going to be assemblies. This is pretty much your gear set in this game. You have the body pieces, which you'll be able to upgrade. You're also going to see that there's going to be right and left arm pieces, and there's also the leg pieces, and these aren't just equipments. While you're battling in the game, you'll notice that these different pieces can actually take damage. And if you actually lose one of these pieces because their HP hits 0, you get actually debuffs. If you lose your legs, you get reduced mobility. If you lose your arms, you get weakened attacks. So if you lose the body, you will just die pretty much. And that makes the gameplay a lot more interesting. You have to strategize around different things that happen during your battles, which makes it super, super fun. On top of that, you can also customize your STs that you pull. There's a paint button here, which is great. If you press paint, you can see that, for example, here I can change the color. You can change the color of certain areas as well instead of the entire frame. And even then, you can also change your weapon and the emblems that you get, especially the one that you get for pre-registering. You can slot in the center of your ST here, which will make it look super, super cool. And you can make very realistic designs and also unique designs for your STs. There are a ton of collectible pilots out there, a ton of collectible STs. You can mix and match and create your perfect combination. There's a lot of different strategy that goes into it, especially with the pilots and the STs different attributes and abilities that they have, so it makes the game very, very strategic and very fun to play through. Now, the devs have also mentioned that they already have collaborations and crossovers planned featuring top IPs such as Nvidia, Republic of Gamers, and also Neon Genesis Evangelion. Now, these are announced to be coming in the near future. There will be more announcements about this on their official Twitter or their Discord, which is also going to be down below, which I highly recommend following to get live news updates. So be prepared for some big crossovers coming in the near future. Now, you're going to see the gameplay is very, very fun. There are cinematics that play when you attack characters. You can play through it manually, you can play through it on auto. It's really up to you. And you're going to see that there's a lot of strategy, and you're going to want to make sure you bring a main squad of characters and pilots that synergize with each other so that you can create the best squad possible to take down the content in the game. Now, in terms of content, there's a ton of content that you can go through. If you go to in the Operations Center, of course, we'll have the story mode where you can play through the chapters. There's also going to be different types of pilot files, which will allow you to challenge specific, story challenges that will relate to the pilots that you actually pulled for, and it makes it so that you can actually learn about your character's lore and storylines, and also play through it and get some rewards. There also is going to be a ton of other things you can do. For example, there's also this border conflict. This is going to be basically roguelike encounters that change every run. So if you're looking for some combat that actually is very fun and will have alternate gameplay to keep the gameplay refreshing, this is going to be a very, very fun area of content for you. You can also see in the expansion ops, this is basically where you'll be farming your materials. Something like clearance ops will be very important to farm for your weapons, which are going to be very important to equip your STs with. And you'll also see that there's even simulated battles. These are stages where the terrain will affect your strategy. The terrain will be a lot different than you'll experience. You can see from the background here that there's different terrains. This is going to actually allow you to farm chips for your characters as well. If you guys are also looking to get into PvP, look no further. Mecharashi also has a PvP system in the game in Arena. Basically, in Arena, you'll be fighting against other players that are AI controlled, so you don't have to worry about real-time battling in this game mode. And you will be able to promote ranks, which will in turn give you a ton of rewards. You can compete against other players to get higher ranks, and you also get a lot of daily rewards as well. You'll get a lot of these doll tokens. The daily rewards will be distributed every day, like it says, and those doll tokens you can use to actually buy a lot of the ST parts that you are missing, or even some mods which will give you just extra abilities and stuff like that, which will be very, very good. So basically, this arena mode is super fun to play. You get to match against other players, and it will actually make it so that you can, fight against other players in non-real combat, and you'll be able to progress your account just by, playing through and ranking up as much as you can. So if you're worried about not having a PvP game mode, don't worry, Mecharashi also provides that. So let's actually do an arena battle together. So basically, as you can see, you're going to be able to choose 5 of your pilots to bring in, and you can just swap them around by dragging them, how you want in their formation. So because I have 7, she's a very good healer. I'm going to place her in the back here. And then with Daraka, she's a very good tank because of the fact that she has this guard and stand behind me ability. So I'm going to put her in the front. So you can see this is how you pretty much want to strategize. And like I mentioned before, you can manual through, you can auto. And basically, I think I'm just going to auto. And you can even speed up the runs by clicking on the 2x or 3x even to make it run faster, so you don't have to wait here forever. And you can also even turn off cinematics, which I don't know why you would, because they look pretty badass in this game. But you're going to see basically the enemy starts with 3 of these, and there will be 3 more reinforcements coming from the right. Here we go with the animations, looking sick. 7 my healer, doing some extra damage as well. Wow, we just completely destroyed that person's left arm.
Hit me with your best
Counter.
shot.
Thinking of getting past? Try beating me first.
Ahoy!
My Frida's about to go down. You can see the body health is very low. Once the body goes down, you basically lose your character.
Clear the way, trash.
Still got some fight
And we
left
do
in
take
me.
down this guy's Hong, which is very good. It looks like we're doing a ton of damage to the Rebecca, and there she goes. The body is gone, so it blows up. And my 7, I think she just healed my Frida. So I think my Frida is going to be in a more healthy state. Ooh, one of my arms gets taken very low.
No whining. My precious creation.
There goes one of the arms, which is not the end of the world. Looks like they're focusing my 7, which is kind of annoying, but I think we should be able to win on this cycle because we have a lot of damage. And yes, you can see my Frida got pretty much healed up to full by 7, which is a big reason why she's such a good character to have. And you do get her for free after 3 days, remember that from the check-in event. And we do one of the abilities, the Whirlwind, that does a ton of damage. It's pretty sick.
My bad.
Dana goes down, and I think there's only 3 left, right? And it looks like Frida's countering
Better make a run
ton.
for it if you know what's good for you.
Everyone, hang tight.
But you can see my 7, like 7 is so good. Like once you get her from the check-in, you'll be in such a good spot. She just completely
Captain goes down
like
with
heals
her
her team and repairs her team over and over, which just makes your team a lot safer and bulkier, right?
Cutthroat, ain't ya? This is gonna cost you extra.
And there's one more, I believe, we can take down very soon. 39 health in the body.
Try beating me
My
first.
Duraka with the guard, as you can see, tanks the hit, and that should be the battle. And there it is. You can see I did promote, and that is going to be not just the PvP gameplay, but regular gameplay, and I got those promotion rewards as well. So all in all, definitely a game that you want to try out. Mecharashi is completely free to play. You can see that the rates are amazing as well, so I highly recommend actually testing it. You guys can just click the link down below to get started. It is very fun. I've been having a lot of fun with it on the beta servers, and when it releases, I'll also be playing with you guys, so you guys can check my channel out in the near future to see more content on Mecharashi. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Check out Mecharashi by clicking on the link down below, and I'll see you guys next video.